Guys, today I'm here to talk about the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. So, just for information, I never actually been a part of the Star Wars community, nor have I indulged myself in much of Star Wars media, but I have seen The Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker, Rogue One, and Solo: A Star Wars Story. Today, I want to talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi, but based off my current Star Wars knowledge, it's going to be pretty surface level. Things such as Obi-Wan was helping Anakin become a Jedi, and Obi-Wan was the apprentice of Ben. Now I'm going to talk about what I've seen so far in the show. It's going to be based off of what I know within the show itself, and not much for what I know about the media of other Star Wars canon. So I might just put this review into different episodes, but I'm going to use clips from the later episodes. So the first episode, I don't know if this is just a habit that all Disney Plus shows have. They sort of have a slow startup to them, and even though they're not releasing episodes all at once, they're releasing them on a weekly basis, which supposedly gives them more time to work on the quality of the show, which isn't bad, but it's just that regular Marvel films and movies that Disney has produced themselves overall happen to show off. For instance, I thought Encanto was animated beautifully, definitely one of the most vibrant films, unlike Frozen and Tangled. I don't feel like Tangled counts in this place since it was the first CGI Disney film. But back to Obi-Wan Kenobi. The first episode starts slow and introduces some characters like young Princess Leia, which we follow throughout the story, and young Luke Skywalker, which we see for all of 2 seconds. And so far, one thing I can see that people are criticizing so far is that Obi-Wan Kenobi is portrayed as weak, even though he's suffering through PTSD through the show. So I really don't understand people's arguments about that. I mean, he watched his friend basically burn in a volcano, so to say that he's been through a lot is an understatement. But what people are really raving about is a new character that was introduced, the third sister, which I really don't mind. People say that she hogs up too much screen time, but I don't think that's true. If you just watch the episodes, also the amount of time that she takes up on the screen is based on the episode itself, like when we were introduced to Vader once again. Although one thing I sort of have beef with about this character is that she hasn't gotten a backstory. I mean, we can assume the backstory based on what we got in the first episode about Order 66, but no official confirmation. It's really hard to know why she acts like this, besides the fact that she was maybe forced to join the Empire. Also, one thing I don't understand so far is Disney's direction with this new character, because all they're doing is limiting her to this prequel show and not the main movies themselves. I mean, they could use her in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, but there's still 2 shows they're limiting her to. I don't know, man. I just don't think Disney wants to waste their chance at adding a new Jedi to the catalog of IPs or something in that sense. Although one thing I do think that adds a good bit of comedy to the show is that Leia is still having some sort of mean and respectable tune towards others, but respecting the droids like people around her a lot better. Also, one thing I hope that we see in later episodes is Leia meets Darth Vader and has some sort of force vision and realizes that he's looking at his daughter. Even though I know they can't do that, it'll be a really, really heartwarming and heartbreaking moment that they could add. But anyways, overall thoughts on the Kenobi show so far. It's limited in what it can do since it's a prequel show, but I think it's still pretty good. It didn't capture my attention a whole lot, but I think it's enough to entertain, because it was a character I knew from Star Wars. I mean, I knew their name, but I didn't know the actual characters themselves from the past movies. But I think the story of the show gave some good insight into what we were running into with this character. But anyways, overall, pretty good show. Definitely worth checking out if you're a Star Wars fan.